What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Sean Davis. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe here to the channel. We're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the time the season starts. Really appreciate your all support. Up to this point, it's been phenomenal. And you guys can follow me on X/Twitter at Sean_DAVI. But guys, today I want to discuss is Max Christie's potentially breakout here in year 3, what the Lakers need for their success. Well, let's break it down here. The Lakers, obviously, they paid Max Christie a pretty decent contract this summer, paying him a 4-year, $32 million contract, kind of projecting what he is going to be as a player, not really paying him what he's been over these past couple of seasons. I don't mean that in a negative tone. I think, truthfully, Max Christie's lack of performance has been more so due to lack of opportunity. I think when Max Christie has played, he's been more than fine, and honestly, he's justified. He's earned more minutes than he's ever really gotten, or more of an opportunity to show one way or another what he really is as a player. But Max Christie this season, we talk all about if what the Lakers need. Oh, the Lakers need another two-way wing. They need this, they need that. I'm here to argue that I think Max Christie is what this Lakers team needs, because what this Lakers team needs, they need a guy that can operate pretty much solely in an off-ball role. A guy that can't take touches away from Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, LeBron James, or Anthony Davis, but be a more than reliable floor spacing threat from on spot up possessions and things like that, with the ability to attack closeouts and make that next play. Last season for Max Christie shot well over 40% on spot up threes. As a matter of fact, Max Christie ranked in the 96th percentile per synergy in spot up scoring efficiency last season. He shot 44.7% on spot up threes, 58.1% on spot up twos. He was flat out incredible on spot up opportunities last season. And by throwing in Max Christie, you have a guy that the defense, even if they don't want to guard him, okay, that's fine. Well, he's just going to burn you and knock down all these open threes based off opportunities that LeBron and Anthony Davis or D'Lo and Austin can create for him. And he's going to make the defense pay for that. But more importantly, what this team needs is Max Christie's defense. Because if you look at the roster right now, there is not a lot of guys that have the two-way ability that Max Christie does, where a lot of the guys are pretty one-sided, if you will. D'Angelo Russell, one-sided player. Jared Vanderbilt, one-sided player, very much one-sided player. Rui Hachimura, for the most part, one-sided player. But, when you look at Max Christie, I'm not saying he's this incredible offensive player, but he does, to a certain extent, bring value offensively due to his spot scoring, like I mentioned. He has solid ability as an offensive rebounder. And you look at the major lineups that feature Max Christie last season, both have Taurean Prince in them. D'Lo, Max Christie, Taurean Prince, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. This was the most played group last season that featured Max Christie, played over 170 possessions. Actually, I'm sorry, 170 possessions to be exact. That group was a plus 13.6. They scored 117.6 points per 100 possessions, and they only allowed 104.1 points per 100 possessions. And it's pretty clear why that group worked. You had 5 positive offensive threats with Max's off-ball ability, Taurean's off-ball ability, and then you have D'Angelo Russell, LeBron, and Anthony Davis that all speak for themselves. And then another one, 79 possessions, Austin Reeves, Max Christie, Taurean Prince, LeBron, Anthony Davis, plus 14.2. That group was a little bit worse defensively, but they were way better offensively, scoring 126.6 points per 100 possessions. And I think that just goes to show that when you put Max Christie next to one of those guards, it allows the burden to be taken off of them, because in that Austin lineup, for example, you're faced with the Cleveland Cavaliers, which I think we all have a great remembrance of Max Christie really playing well in that game, guarding Donovan Mitchell, guarding Darius Garland. If Max is in those groupings, that's Austin Reeves guarding those guys. That's D'Angelo Russell guarding those guys. And that's just, I don't want to use the word fair anymore. That's just not ideal. And I think the word I want to use is ideal and just not realistic, really, to ask those guys to carry a lot of weight offensively and then also go guard the other team's best guard. Not really ideal and not realistic. But by throwing Max in there, he can do that. And sure, he'll take his losses, but oh well, he's a 21-year-old. He's going to take those losses naturally for a little while now. But having the guy that can go out there and be at least a credible threat on both ends of the floor with his defensive ability, with his screen navigation, but also be able to knock down corner threes and spot up threes in general, play off the catch, and not really disrupt the offensive flow. This team needs that. And by essentially counting on a Max Christie year 3 breakout, the Lakers are saying, look, we need a two-way wing, but if Max Christie breaks out, we might have already had our two-way wing. We just never got to see it. And there have been reports about the Lakers, higher ups not being pleased. And one of the reasons why they did fire Darvin is they have been frustrated with the usage of a guy like Max Christie and the young players in general, not really giving them opportunities to succeed and thrive. So this is a important year for Max Christie. I'm not saying you write him off if this year doesn't go well, but you need to see something from Max Christie. My pro comp from when he came out was kind of like a Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And if he's somewhat like that, then that really, really enhances his team ceiling because you're adding a guy that can be a really, really good point of attack defender that can navigate screens on and off ball well and knock down catch and shoot threes. And that's all this team needs. And I think from Max, I would like to see him add more contact strength so that he can handle a little bit more of the bigger guards and not get thrown off his spot defensively. And that'll also help him offensively too with this driving and finishing downhill at the basket. He's been putting in a lot of work this summer from everything we've heard. So I'm really, really excited. For longtime listeners of me, you guys know how much of a Max Christie fan I am. And I'm also hoping for a Max Christie year 3 breakout. Super, super excited about Max. One of my favorite role players in the league. One of my guys going all the way back to the 2022 NBA draft. And I think if Max, like I said, breaks out, that's gonna be a substantial thing for this Lakers team if they're able to stay healthy. But let me know what you guys think about Max Christie down in the comment section below. Everything about his contract, etc. Remember, that 4th year on that deal is a player option, so Max does have some of the leverage here. And then go check out my other channel, the Sports Headline Show. I'm working on an in-depth NBA power ranking series. I'm working on my top 25 under 25 list, which will start this week as well. A bunch of fun content over there if you like the NBA as well, not just the Lakers. So go check that out. Subscribe here to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya, stay safe, and peace out.